So we bought this property. It was a double close. We bought it from a wholesaler.
Yep.
Double close means that there was a front side closing completely separate from our closing, right?
Yeah.
We had title insurance on it, right? My wife texted me when she saw the link, and she's like, I work for a title company, right? Like, she's like, I need to get a new company, like, if you're going to start blasting title insurance. And I'm like, you know that title insurance isn't real insurance for the borrower, right? So go through that. What is title insurance? What happened to us? Tell the whole story.
So I think the most important thing that people, so the deception, the reason why I'm on this big push to change the name is because it isn't insurance. So most people when they hear the word insurance, car insurance, health insurance, you're protected from losses and liabilities and things like that, right? So when you purchase title insurance, all they're doing is, and watch, we're going to get a slew of escrow officers and idiots hitting us up, telling us that we don't know what we're talking about.
They're all alcoholics anyway.
Yeah. But so title insurance is not going to protect me or you from like damages, right? So we've owned this house for 600 days. We've been paying taxes, insurance, our holding costs,
hard money lender,
and all that stuff. And so we've been paying all that for, the 600 days that we've owned it, and I can't recoup. So let's just say that number is 20 grand that we're out because we had to wait for this case. Mm-hmm. I can't do anything about that, right? I would have to go start a civil case and go sue, well, basically all the parties involved, or the lady who's claiming that she owns it. And so that's why I get really frustrated, because whenever wholesalers bring us stuff and they're like, oh, but you're getting a title policy. Oh, that they're insuring it. And it's like, but that doesn't mean that I'm protected. If someone did fraudulent documents or, committed perjury or didn't do anything, or they did something wrong, title insurance will defend title, right? But to get them to actually take action and defend title in our case took a lot of convincing. It took a lot of pushing, because if there's one thing we know, insurance companies don't like to pay out, right? Mm-hmm. They don't want to hop to spend money. So that was the first challenge, and then here we are, multiple court dates later, and I was telling Jessica, I was like, why is it that every time there's a hearing, I'm up in Sherman Denison looking at houses, and it like just completely destroys my day, because I'll get the news about, the ruling came back
30
and
more days.
You got another 30 days, and I was like, oh, man, I gotta stop. I have to plan better so that I'm not in Sherman Denison on a hearing date. But yeah,
the hard part on this one was that because of the double close, she was contesting the front side, right?
Yes.
So the front side transaction, which we were not a part of. So even though we are the end buyer on it, we're footing the bill on everything. We are out money and we own the property. She's contesting the front side. So now we don't legally own it, but we weren't purview to anything in that case, right? We literally had to, I don't want to say sue, but we had to interject ourselves to get somebody to even voice for us.
We are a bona fide purchaser because we're 2 people away from the probate, but we're technically the owner, but we don't have the right to sell it because the way title was cleared, they have a 2-year
right of redemption.
Yeah, it's not really a right of redemption, but they have a 2-year ability to contest the probate, right? And I mean, all it takes is someone with a little bit of knowledge or the right contact to file an objection or something, right? So she did that, and
or in this case, just a crazy meth head.
Yeah, she did that, and the judge really gave her a lot of runway, right? And that's that's okay. I'm happy that she's getting her day in court. What I'm not happy about is that we had to go through so many steps and spend so much money to push title to help us, right? So I really think that it shouldn't be title insurance. The name insurance, I think, is
Misleading,
yeah,
to say the least.
very misleading.